Question number 19. Show that all of the triangles inscribed inside a fixed circle, the square has the maximum area. Okay. Now I have a circle. Okay. Inside that I have a rectangle or a square. So let us draw a rectangle for now. So this is my rectangle. Okay. And this is my center of the circle. And this is going to be the diagonal of the rectangle. Now show that all the rectangles inscribed in a given fixed circle, the square has the maximum area. So let me take this as length, let me take this as breadth, and let me take the radius to be r. So how am I going to solve this question? First of all, in the particular triangle, I know that in the rectangle, it is going to be a right angle. So I know according to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square, which is going to be idu vandu r, idu r. So I'll have the total length to be r plus r, the whole square. The hypotenuse square is going to be length square plus breadth square. So I have 2r the whole square equals l square plus b square. I need to prove that l equals b because I need to prove that it is a square. Adha nama last step la pannuvom. So this I have 4r square equals length square plus breadth square. So you have found some relation between the radius, length and breadth. Now we are looking for maximum area. So in that area and kandupidittaanga. So area is going to be length into breadth. Okay. So in our case, length kum breadth ko enna relation theriyum? You know that L is going to be L ne vechukiren. So length is going to be length and breadth, I can see that it is going to be 4r square minus L square oda square root. Okay. So L into b eppadi irukapodhu? L times square root of 4r square minus L square. This is going to be my area. Okay. But enak square root la illama na sum solve panna poren. So I'm going to take this as some small a, which is going to be a square. Okay. What is my a square? It is going to be L square and the square root goes off. So 4r square minus L square. Okay. So this is what I'm going to differentiate. A vadan differentiate panna poren with respect to L. So I have a of L to be, when I multiply inside, 4r square L square minus L power 4. Okay. Now, I have a dash of L is going to be, the radius of the circle remains a constant. Length, adavadhu square, rectangular, square on theriyadhukku, the length is the only variable that we have here. So I have 4r square, and differentiate L square, I have 2L minus L power 4 differentiate panna, I have 4L cube. So what can I take common? 4L common adikalam. I have what is inside remaining, it is going to be r square minus what is left here, I have L square. Okay. So this is what I have. This is going to be 4L times r plus L into r minus L. A square minus b square formula irukku. So I have my a dash of L. The first derivative is going to be this. Now I need to equate the first derivative to 0. So what do I get? Length equals 0. Then r plus L equals 0, which means r equals minus L. And r minus L equals 0, which means r equals L. Okay, but radius cannot be a negative value, so omitting this value. If length is 0 na anga rectangle illa, so omitting these two values, I only have r equals L. Now either maximum or minimum kandupidikkiradhukku second derivative. Okay, so what do I have from here? A dash of L is going to be 4L r square minus 4L cube. I have a 2 here. Okay, please write the 2. Here, please write that. So this is going to be 4L times root 2r the whole square minus L square. So this is of the form 4L times a square minus b square is going to be a plus b into a minus b. Okay. Now this is my first derivative. Now I have to equate my first derivative to 0 to find the critical points. So what do I have? 4L times root 2r plus L. This is all inside the square. Root 2 mattum square root la irukku. Times root 2r minus L. This is equal to 0. So I have L equals 0. I have root 2r plus L equals 0. Root 2r minus L equals 0. So from this, I have root 2r equals minus L and root 2r equals L. So I cannot have my length to be 0 in a rectangle. I cannot have my radius length to be a negative value. So this is omitted. Now this is my only value that is left. Now this maximum or minimum kandupidikkanum. So I have to find my second derivative. So what do I have here? I have a dash of L equals 4r square times 2L minus 4L cube. Okay, this is what I have. Let me simplify this. So I have 8r square L minus 4L cube. Now I have to find my second derivative. So a double dash of L is going to be 8R square is a constant. L differentiate panna, it is going to be 1 minus, I have 4 3s are 12, L square. Now I found my value of L to be root 2R. Root 2R substitute panna, I have 8R square minus 12 times L square, which is root 2R the whole square. So this is going to be 8R square minus 12 into root 2R square is going to be 2R square. So this is going to be 8R square minus 24R square, and I see that the value is going to be less than 0. So we are talking about the maximum value. So from this I found out that my length is going to be root 2R. Length is going to be root 2R. I need to find what my breadth is from this relation. You see here B. You see here this relation. So it is going to be B equals square root of 4R square minus L square. So when I substitute the value, I have 4R square minus root 2R the whole square. So when I simplify, I have 4R square minus 2R square. This is going to be root of 2R square. So the root 2 comes out. R square root 2 it is going to be root 2R. So from this, what do I see? Length and the breadth are equal. So L equals B equals root 2R. So when you need maximum area inscribed inside a circle, it is a square of side root 2R units. Centimeter, meter, edhuva vena irkalam. So it is going to be this. Okay? Punjada? Area maximum solranga. So steps in the maradhan podnom. You have to find some relation and put it in the equation of area and differentiate. That's all. Okay? Question number 20. Show that the right circular cylinder of a given surface area. Given surface area. Okay, I'll first draw the diagram. So I have a right circular cylinder. Okay. Let me draw this properly. I have a right circular cylinder and of a given surface area and maximum volume such that the height is equal to the diameter of the base. So let me draw the height. This is going to be my height. And this is going to be my radius. This is going to be my radius. What have they given? The height is equal to the diameter of the base. Height equals the diameter, which means it is twice the radius. So this is one relation we know. And the right circular cylinder of a given surface area. The surface area is not changing. So the surface area is a constant. Okay. Now I need to find the maximum volume. So maximum volume now, what is the volume of a cylinder? Volume of a cylinder is going to be pi r square h. This you have to prove. So this substitution ku use panna kudade. Substitution ku enna use pannom? What else is given in the question? Surface area is a constant in kuduthirukanga. So what is the surface area of a cylinder? Surface area of a cylinder is going to be 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square. Correct? I have the curved surface area to be 2 pi RH and this area is going to be pi r square and this area is going to be pi r square. So this is going to be my total surface area. Curved surface area and total surface area. So the given surface area is going to be this. So S equals 2 pi common adutha. What do I have? RH plus r square. So I'm going to write S divided by 2 pi equals RH plus r square. So I'm going to take this S divided by 2 pi as some k. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Ena question la enna kuduthirukanga? It is a constant in kuduthirukanga. So S divided by 2 pi is also a constant. So I'm going to take it as some k equals RH plus r square. So I'm going to write h in terms of r. So I can write this to be k minus r square equals RH and h equals k minus r square divided by r. Okay. In the r I have h equals k minus r square divided by r. So this is what I have. I have written h in terms of r. Now in the volume formula substitute pannum. Okay. So what do I have? I have volume of cylinder. Volume which is in terms of r is going to be pi r square. And what is my h? H ku na substitute panna poren? K minus r square divided by r. I can cancel r and 1 r. What will I be left with? I have pi r times k minus r square. This is going to be volume r. Now volume r I multiply panna pi r k minus pi r cube. Pi r cube. Now when I differentiate, I want my volume to be maximum. It is given in the question maximum volume. So when I differentiate my volume, v dash of r equals pi k times r differentiate panna, it is going to be 1 minus I have pi times 3r square. Okay, so now I have to equate my first derivative to 0 to find the critical point. So what do I have? Pi k minus pi 3r square equals 0. So from this I can take the pi outside. So I have k minus 3r square equals 0. I have k equals 3r square. K by 3 equals r square. So from this I have r equals plus or minus root of k divided by 3. Radius cannot be negative. So rejecting the negative value, I have r equals square root of k divided by 3. So I have found out what my radius is. Now radius ko height ko irukra relation enna? I have height equals k minus r square divided by r from here. You see on the left hand side. So when I substitute what I got here, I have r equals root of k divided by 3. When I substitute here, I have h equals k minus r square, which is going to be k divided by 3, the whole divided by r, which is going to be root of k divided by 3, everything inside the square root. So if numerator LCM I have 3k minus k divided by 3 divided by root of k divided by 3. So this is going to be 2k divided by 3 times root 3 divided by root k. Okay, now when I cancel this, I have this becomes a root 3 and this gets cancelled. And this gets cancelled and this becomes a root k. So now what do I have? I have 2 root k divided by root 3, which is going to be 2 root of k divided by 3. But what is root of k divided by 3? It is going to be r. Okay, so this is going to be 2r. What is going to be 2r? H equals 2r. What do we have to prove? H equals 2r from here. Question la enna ketirukka? Height is equal to the diameter of the base, which is going to be h equals d equals 2r. In the first step right here, it is going to be h equals d equals 2r. You see? So that we have proved. Okay, that's all. Enna ketirukanga? Surface area constant. So constant vechi we found a relationship between h and r, height and radius. Now volume is going to be maximum. So you have to differentiate the volume. Volume oda relation enna edittu you have to differentiate that. Okay, simple. Now question number 21. Of all closed cylindrical cans, right circular, of a given volume which is 100 cubic centimeters. So volume kuduthita 100 cubic centimeters. Find the dimension of the can which has minimum surface area. Okay, so if a dimension of the can na enna artham? So I basically have a cylinder. So I have a cylinder. I need the height and the radius. So idu irundadunale we can find the area, volume, surface area ellame kandupidichidalam. So I need to find out what my r is and what my h is. What is given in the question? Volume is given to be 100 cubic centimeters. So 100 centimeter cube. The surface area has to be minimum. Now first enna kuduthirukka? Surface area minimum na I have to find out what my surface area is. Before that, I know that my volume of a cylinder is going to be pi r square h. Now I have volume equals 100. So 100 equals pi r square h. So I can write h in terms of r, which is going to be 100 divided by pi r square. So I found a relation between h and r. Now they are asking for a minimum surface area. You see in the question, I need a minimum surface area. So the surface area of a cylinder is going to be curved surface area 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. இப்போ போன questionல எப்படி போட்டோம்? I have a pi r square in the top and pi r square in the bottom. I have s equals 2 pi r times when I substitute for h, I have 100 divided by pi r square plus inga enna irukku 2 pi r square. Okay, now this is all in terms of r. What can I cancel? Pi and the pi gets cancelled, r and one of the r gets cancelled. So I'll be left with, when I multiply, I have 200 divided by r plus 2 pi r square. For simplicity, for simple calculation, I can write this as 200 r to the minus 1 plus 2 pi r square. Okay, now I need my surface area to be minimum in the question. So I'm going to differentiate the surface area. So when I do that, I have 200. The power comes down, power gets reduced by 1. Plus in the 2 pi is a constant. R square differentiate panna, I'll have 2r. So what do I have? Minus 200 divided by r square plus 4 pi r. This is my first derivative. To find the critical points, I have to equate my s dash of r to 0. When I do that, I have minus 200 divided by r square plus 4 pi r equals 0. So from this I have, I'll write it here. So it is going to be 4 pi r equals 200 minus போயிடும். So 200 divided by r square. So when I simplify this, I have r cube equals 200 divided by 4 pi. இந்த மாதிரி எழுதலாமா? r club பண்றேன், constants கீழ எடுத்துட்டு வரேன். So I have 4 5s are இல்லையா? So 4 times 5 which is 50. So r equals 50 divided by pi cube root. So this is going to be my radius. I found out what my radius is. Now height and I have to substitute in this equation. So h equals 100 by pi r square. So I have h equals 100 by pi r square. When I substitute, I have 100 divided by pi times r is going to be 50 by pi 1 by 3 the whole square. By this, I have 100 divided by pi times 50 divided by pi the whole power 2 divided by 3. You can write 100 as 2 times 50 divided by, I have a pi, I have 50 2 divided by 3 divided by pi times 2 divided by 3. So I can club this 50 and this, and I can also club the pi and the pi to the power 2 divided by 3. So what happens? I have 2 times 50 to the power 1 minus 2 divided by 3. Denominator minus 2 divided by 3. And in the denominator I have pi times 1 minus 2 divided by 3. What is 1 minus 2 divided by 3? It is going to be 3 minus 2 divided by 3, which is 1 divided by 3. So what do I have in the end? 2 times 50 to the power 1 by 3 divided by pi to the power 1 by 3. So in total, I'll have 2 times 50 by pi to the power 1 divided by 3. Try to write it as simple as possible. So this is going to be my height. So I found out what my radius is and I found out what my height is. Okay? Please copy. Carefully போடுங்க. Sign எல்லாம் மிஸ் பண்ணாம carefully போட்டாலே வந்துரும். Okay?